U2513 has been at sea for a total of 28 days. In that short amount of time, the boat has managed to sink a total of 6 enemy freighters. No easy task considering the Allied supremacy above. We have used a sizable chunk of our ordnance, however. At the moment, we have 13 torpedoes left, and I really don't think we will have any available for our patrol area, but time will tell. The conditions in the boat are relatively bearable, thanks to some of the special crew facilities on board the Type 21, like a shower and a freezer for some of our food. Sanitary conditions on the boat are much better than previous snorkel boats I have served on. Thanks to this, the crew is still ready to fight, even though they have not seen the sun in 28 days. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back aboard U2531 as we continue our first patrol. As you can see, the boat is currently operating at a depth of 50 meters here, and we are actually tracking a merchant ship. That is right, we got a radio report of this merchant ship heading west. Speed is slow, so I'm guessing around 7 knots or so. We got this report not long after our last encounter here, so it should be fairly interesting. It seems like this is a populated convoy route, or at least single shipping route. Seems that allies are not escorting as many of their merchant ships at this point, but whenever we look at the latest statistics for the month, I can understand why they would not be nearly as afraid of the U-boat menace anymore. 12 U-boats sunk last month for a total of 1,659 tons of allied shipping sent to the bottom, so the allies are doing pretty well for themselves. But anyway, we are going to hunt this ship down. I expect she's going around 7 knots, and in 1 hour at 7 knots, she will move 12 kilometers. We are in a pretty damn good position as it is now. I do think intercepting her will be easy. Let's use the hydrophone and see if we can hear her. No, I got nothing out there right now, although it's only a matter of time, so let's use a little bit of time compression here. And hopefully our hydrophone operator will pick her up momentarily. It is currently December 2nd, 1944, just in case you are curious, and there we go. Merchant ship moving slow, closing, bearing 359. Okay, let's come up to periscope depth, please. And we'll see if we can actually establish visual contact, although I highly doubt it. 15 kilometers away? We'll see. Just want to check and see what we have loaded right now. Looks like Tube 2 will be the torpedo of choice. Tube 2 and 4, excuse me, both have just regular G7E torpedoes, and I think those are our last G7E regular G7E torpedoes. I think everything else is a FAT. So we really need to come across some convoys to launch these off into, really. Yep, looks like everything else is a FAT, and we also have 2 T5 homing torpedoes. Check on the crew. Oh boy. Oh no, everyone's tired. Yeah, after a month at sea, some of these sailors are starting to get a little bit cranky. Let's switch these men out. That should be fine for the time being. Continue to use a little bit of time compression and close towards the target. Radio message received. Dancing has fallen once again, and that is from BDU. Okay, thank you for the news report. Enemy task force grid AK-25 east-southeast speed 5 knots. We're in AK. Okay, they are up here. That's quite a ways away. I don't think that's anything we really have to worry about right now. Yeah, 665 kilometers away. Not much of a concern at this point. Although it is good to know they are lingering around up there. And this merchant ship is still closing towards us. Let's get my hydrophone operator to track the target. Pretty please, follow near sound contact. Up scope. Let's take a look. And we are going 5 knots, so let's reduce speed. We can actually see something out of this periscope. Slowly, the boat will eventually slow down. There we go. And there she is. And that looks like a passenger cargo. If I remember correctly. They're fairly unique as they sit pretty high above the water. Let's see. Single stack midships there. Looks like 2 masts. There we go. Yeah, that is definitely her. Even the same paint scheme as in our little booklet here. Lock on target and plug that in. Beautiful. When she gets closer, we'll use the 315 method to establish her speed, just because it's nice and easy. There we go. Let's bring up our stopwatch and mark right here. And start. Here. 1 minute. 2, 3 minutes. Closing in on 15 seconds. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty good attack, I can already tell. I'm guessing she's going around 7 knots. Mark. Okay, target is going 7 knots. Wow, look at that. I should just start guessing speed at this point. I'm just kidding. That would not go well. Down scope. It is pretty bright outside. We don't want our scope up longer than it really should be. Don't want it to get spotted and this merchant ship to start doing evasive maneuvers. Let's reduce speed even more. And we'll change course now. Head north. Okay, rudder and midships. There we go. That's pretty good. 055, 1 ping only. 1 kilometer. Set. Angle on bow is going to be to port. Speed 7 knots. Draft of the target is 7.8 meters. Do 8.5. Tube 2. Magnetic pistol, looking good. Upscope. I think 1 torpedo should be enough. If not, we can always re-engage and fire a second. I'd rather not, though. Now let's lower our scope just a little bit. There she is, pretty damn close. Let's begin reversing the boat, please. Looks like she may have a Bofors gun or something in the bow. 5 or 4 inch gun in the stern and some other smaller armament up there near the funnel. Fairly heavily armed, not too surprising considering the stage of the war we're at. Okay, angle on bow right now though is like 60 degrees to port. When will our gyro angle be at 0? At around 014 degrees, that's when we will fire our eels. Or eel, I should say. Okay, downscope, our hydrophone operator will tell us when she's there. Okay, we are reversing at a speed of 2 knots. That should be sufficient. Okay, 3.6. 2.7. Okay. 1 more ping, please. 1 kilometer. Beautiful. Upscope. Open tube 2. Zero 14. Tube 2, ready to rock and roll. Just shy, 85 degrees to port. Tube 2, los. Downscope. Runtime. Just over a minute. We can see our torpedo there. Oh, you could for a second. It was, you can see its bubble trail. That's pretty cool. And here our torpedo. Yeah. It probably will be in just around a minute. see. Sounds have merged.
Frachter auf 0. Entfernt sich.
Let's wait. See if we get an impact. There we go.
Frachter auf 3, 5, 8. Entfernt sich.
Let's go. Awesome.
Frachter auf 3, 5, 6. Entfernt sich.
Okay, lots of debris in the water. No visible damage on the decks, no fires or anything like that. It looks like she is still moving. I'm not sure if she still has propulsion. It looks like she's a little bit lower in the water. Oh man, am I going to have to plug another eel? Really rather not. It looks like she is taking on some water though. I may just be imagining it. But I really think she is. She looks lower in the water. We can't see any of the, really any of the red anymore for waterline. And it looks like she is listing to port, although, again, I could just be imagining things. Okay, let's adjust course. We will run parallel towards her. New heading 270. Pretty damn good attack, though. I wonder where we hit her. Let's take a look. Actually, hydrophone operator, before I do this, can you start sweeping? Make sure no Tommy destroyers are coming our way. Yeah, she looks lower in the water, I think. We'll see though. Where'd I hit her? Smack dab in the center. Look at that. That's a pretty good blast mark right there, and that was pretty accurate, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that's enough to sink her. I'd rather not fire another torpedo at this target, but who knows, I may have to. Well, this merchant ship has proven to be awfully stubborn, so I think I am going to fire another torpedo just to finish her off, and we can move out of here before allied reinforcements arrive. And you see she is right there. She is, I mean, maybe she's a little lower in the water, but not by much. Not at all. Okay, torpedo selection. We are going to fire tube 3, T1 Fat 1. Tube 3 will be fired. We will fire it as an impact, 5 meters. Yeah, should be fine. Actually, let's bring it up, 3 meters. Tube 3, angle on bow, just shy 90 degrees to port, speed 0 knots. Let's get range. 960 meters. Okay, open tube 3, excuse me. Let's check the map. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, tube 3. Oh. Wrong button. There we go. There. Oh, okay, this should finish her off. See, with the G7A torpedoes, they leave this nice wake on the surface. I should have adjusted the torpedoes' speed as well. They can run at around 40 knots. Anyway, torpedoes running straight for the middle of the target. This is going to be an impact for sure. Probably will not take the full 55 for 56 seconds. We'll see though. I lost sight of the bubble trail. Impact. That did it. There we go. She's going down. A fire breaking out behind the funnel. Some debris in the water. And the crew has gotten off their guns. That's a 2,000-ton vessel going down. Downscope, continue our course. Okay, just a brief update. It's December 4th, 1944, and we received another radio report of an enemy task force in grid AK-19, heading west-northwest, speed is 5 knots. There they currently are, still far enough away where we don't really have to worry about it, around 700 kilometers out, so not much of a concern. However, if we go to the observation scope and take a look here, you can see I need to reload my torpedoes, which I will do immediately after this, now that I've remembered. But the weather is quite poor. As you can see, the waves have definitely picked up quite a bit, and I'm sure the winds have as well. This will be something we need to keep in mind moving forward if we encounter any convoys or whatnot, that weather conditions may cause some issues, especially with our conning tower broaching and whatnot. I wonder if our conning tower is broaching. Our periscope depth is a little bit deeper than the other boats at 15 to 14 meters instead of 12 to 13, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, that's getting pretty close. Just something we need to keep in mind as we continue on, especially if we are attacking something where there are destroyers. But for now, let's get some men in that torpedo room, shall we? Okay, it is December 9th, and I was doing my nightly snorkel to recharge batteries and oxygen, and we encountered this, an enemy task force, most likely a hunter-killer group, heading east-northeast, speed is slow, looks like 5 knots. We also encountered this one here, west-southwest, speed is slow. So 2 hunter-killer groups relatively close to our location. One's only 200 kilometers away and one's 400. There's another one way out here that's around 600 away. They've been scattered all around here in the North Atlantic. It's like there's more hunter-killer groups roaming the seas than merchant ships or U-boats or anything, really. So definitely something we need to keep our eyes out. I'm contemplating. The unfortunate part is this one's heading away from us. If we stumble across one, I may take my chances and try to engage it with the Type 21. I think that would be... Let's get this boat moving. Oh my gosh, another one? Let's slow our circle. Alright, let's start going. Another one, west-southwest. Do I want to? Let's head up here, poke the hornet's nest a little bit, see what's going on. I don't anticipate we'll make contact with one of these, but it'll just be a little detour before we keep on heading this way. Also, I'm not sure if I really want to go through this shallow water. Yeah, we'll probably end up going around to get to our destination there, like that. That's what we'll do, but I'm going to head up here and see what's cooking. 3 hunter-killer groups within a, 800 kilometer radius. What could go wrong? Okay, we have a radio report. Large convoy, grid AJ-89, speed 8 knots. Which is going to prove to be interesting. That is for damn sure. We're going to track this thing down and see what we can do. I moved up north. We haven't encountered anything up here. We've just received a ton of reports of hunter-killer groups out and about looking for us. It's going to take 21 hours and 11 knots to get here at a speed of 8 knots. 100 and we'll just do 150 kilometers in 10 hours. They'll be here. Let's see, once we get up to speed here, 17 hours to get here. 16 hours. How far will they travel every hour? 14 kilometers, so 210. Oh, that's pretty darn close. Battery power is depleting rapidly. This is possible. We'll have to sprint a little faster, but I think we can overtake them. I'll just have to time this out properly. But I think this is possible. We're going to go full. I will pop up our snorkel, recharge, go full, and rinse and repeat until we have made contact. Hopefully. Okay, we received a radio report of a large convoy heading east-northeast at speed is medium, and according to the report, it is going 9 knots, so there must be something pretty good in this one, if it's moving that fast. And we have already made hydrophone contact with the convoy, 2 warships, one moving away and one closing bearing 300. So this will be very interesting indeed. Let's continue to head towards the convoy. We're currently making 7 knots. Check our torpedo loadout. I am going to unload. I'm going to unload that torpedo, and I'm going to load a T5 torpedo in, just in case, you know, we run into some serious trouble. Get all these boys in here fast. 2 minutes, perfect. I want to do that as quickly as possible. Exchange those torpedoes out. So far, we have not established... There we go. And there's another warship. 3 warships. 4 warships. Okay, this is looking fun. That's nice. Oh, there's our first merchant. There we go. Starting to pick up the merchant ships now. Okay, is that torpedo unloaded? Indeed it is. Load a T5. Homing torpedo. And I think we will... begin reducing speed here. Let's drop down to 4 knots. And move towards the target. I think our best bet is to fire outside of the escort screen. The problem is pickings will be very slim. The maximum range of our torpedoes is only 5 kilometers. If I can penetrate it, that would be nice. Of course, the weather is significantly calmer than it was previously, so we may run into some trouble. Periscope's going to be very easy to spot here. Slow down. Rig for silent running. Eventually, our boat will slow down. There we go. 4 knots up scope. Let's take a look. Okay, warship way out there. Are they still really that far away? Okay, so adjust course. Start moving. Still got some, still got to close this gap, huh? Should be okay. We should be able to do it just fine. Oh, wow, that's a large convoy, that's for sure. Moving fast, closing. Okay, time to rig for silent running. Okay, reduce speed as well. Thank you. Yeah, let's continue closing this gap. We're not being pinged or anything. Yet. Okay, let's take a look. Nearest warship contact, please.
Kriegsschiff kommt näher auf 236.
Did you look at that? Up scope. 236. That's the closest one?
Kriegsschiff auf 234 entfernt sich.
That's definitely not the closest one. That one is right there. Oh, this is looking pretty damn good, though. Okay, slight... Actually, you know what? This course is fine. Keep going this way. Okay, their heading is 072 degrees. I just want to get this.
Kriegsschiff auf 230 entfernt sich. Kriegsschiff auf.
Okay, start sweeping again, hydrophone operator. And he never follows the closest warship. I don't know why. He always chooses one that's a little farther away. I think he's breaking into this beneath my bunk. You know? Like, come on, buddy. That's okay. He hasn't killed us yet, so I suppose I can forgive him. Upscope. Let's adjust course. New heading 340.
Neuer Kurs 340.
Holy shit. Did we actually get through the escort screen? That is beautiful. And let's take a look. Troop transport. Oh boy. Okay, we got two ocean liners. Looks like that's another troop transport. Some tankers back there. Looks like the far side of the convoy has lots of good stuff in it. As per usual, just my luck. Downscope. Okay. Upscope. Let's prepare this attack. Okay. Troop transports. Which one is it? I want to say that's an auxiliary cruiser. Maybe in the back. Oh, we'll see. Let's flip through all these real fast. We're already at carriers. Let's see. I think it's British. $13,000 tons. That's it. Range. 3 kilometers out. Perfect. Angle on bow, 80 degrees. Speed 9 knots. Lock on target. Tubes 2 and 3. We'll fire a salvo. 2 and 3. 1 degree spread. 10 meter depth. Open. Tubes 2 and 3. Actually, stand by. I want one of these fats to, if they miss, to go the other way. Okay. Lock on target. Tubes 2. Los. Tube 3. Los. Okay, there's a tanker there. Looks like a medium tanker or something like that. That is the next target. Medium tanker. Long vessel. Stack in the back. There we go. 7,000 tonner. Up, up, up. Lock on target. Recognize. Range to target. 3 kilometers. Down scope. Open tube 1. 10 meters. 11 meters. Magnetic pistol lock. Los. Down scope. Alright, let's get you boys in here. Secure from silent running.
Schleifer. Beide Maschinen kleine Fahrt. 50 Umdrehungen.
Again, reloading. 2 minutes per torpedo. Okay, slow down. The long run time. We'll see if we actually end up getting anything here. Sorry, commentary's not up to snuff. I'm stressing out. Hope those torpedoes land home. Not, this will be, that's a lot of torpedoes wasted, quite frankly. Looks like they are getting close. Close to their targets. Oh boy. We have a merchant ship right there. Look at that. Cool. That's pretty sweet. Oh, we're gonna let it pass on by. Hopefully they're not zigzagging or anything like that. Definitely within arming range of our torpedoes. almost have another torpedo loaded up.
Rohr 1 wird geladen.
Jeez. Okay. Impacts in a minute. More or less. Gotta let this merchant ship pass a little bit. They will almost certainly spot our periscope.
Kontakt. Kriegsschiff kommt näher auf 164. Große Entfernung.
Hello. Where's our little torpedoes? Oh no, they're adopting the goddamn pattern. They missed. That's what that means.
Kontakt. Kriegsschiff. Entfernung gleichbleibend.
That's upsetting. I wonder if they've changed speed. God, darn it. Oh, but there's a serious chance that this one's gonna get a hit. That's unfortunate. That's for sure. Well, we're about to find out if we get something.
Torpedotreffer.
Impact. Upscope. The speed may be wrong. Okay. We're going to fire Tube 4 at... It's not even a worthy target
Rohr
anymore.
2 wird geladen. Die Leute sind von Bord.
Okay, time to fire at the targets that are close.
Rohr 2 feuerbereit, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, length is 155 meters. Let's try to use the Uyagd here just to see how fast she's actually going. They may have changed speed. And of course they will adjust speed now that they're zigzagging. And we gotta make this snappy as the escorts are coming. Okay, we hit something else. Okay, stop. 5 knots? Well, that's why we missed. Lock on target. Okay. Tube 5, speed. 5 knots, set. They were probably going slower. Angle on bows like 110. 100, yeah, 110. Range. 700 meters. Draft 8.9. Open tube 5. They're opening fire on my periscope.
Rohr 5, los!
Los. Okay. Fired something at me.
Rumpf beschädigt, Herr Kaloin. Das Boot ist beschädigt, Herr Kaloin.
Okay, 2 hits. Ah, man, this did not go to plan at all. Okay, downscope. We have all these goddamn torpedoes, but I am not in the best spot to really fire.
Rohr 3 feuerbereit, Herr Kaloin.
They already know I'm here. Tube 4, 10, opened.
Torpedotreffer.
Got her. Let's increase speed slightly.
Rohr 4,
Okay, downscope. And down to 140.
neue Tiefe 143 Meter.
Vorne um 15, hinten um 10.
Let's start moving.
Derzeit die Gefahr 8.
Drop a decoy.
Täuschkörper aussetzen.
So how many torpedoes? Well, I think most of our torpedoes ended up finding a home, even if it was not the intended target. Unfortunately, I think our auxiliary cruiser here is doing just fine. However, we hit a medium cargo, we hit the large freighter, and I think we hit something else.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2-0.
Well, That did not go to plan. Obviously, the speed was wrong. The speed in the contact report. And I should have probably double checked it before using it. I didn't think it would change that quickly. Looks like this torpedo either ran out of steam or was a dud.
Torpedotreffer.
Derzeitige Tiefe 100.
There we go. It's another target hit. We'll see if she actually ends up going down. I mean, it wasn't terrible. The speed was wrong. That's absolutely what went wrong there. But live and learn, I suppose. We're currently at 120 meters. Let's reduce speed and we'll see if any of these ships end up going down. We're not getting pinged or anything like that. I don't know if the enemy knows where we are. But we will soon find out. That is for sure. There we have it, official confirmation. One of them is going down. It looks like the large merchant ship, 12,902 tons going down to the bottom. Oh, very good indeed. I was a little pessimistic about the results at the beginning, but the more I'm thinking about it, that wasn't terrible. Of course, the speed was dreadfully wrong, and it wasn't even like a knot wrong. It was probably 2 to 3 knots wrong, which will definitely throw off our torpedo solutions. However, we adjusted and were able to follow up, hitting 2 other merchant ships, and 2 of our other torpedoes did hit with the fat surge pattern. So we'll see if we get results from that. I'm not sure what ship we hit, but time will tell. We just didn't hit any of the fat and juicy targets like that auxiliary ship. That's really what I wanted. Our watchtower was hit. Looks like our radar warning receiver was damaged. Wonder if that's the one that's attached to the snorkel. We may end up surfacing then and repairing this just in case, because that is very nice to have when snorkeling for sure. Anyway, we're just laying low, moving at a speed of 4 knots. We have not been actively pinged, sitting at 140 meters for the time being. I don't want to go any deeper unless absolutely necessary, but I mean, if we need to, I'm not worried about it in this boat at all. Okay, there we go. There's confirmation that number 2 is going down. That's another large merchant, 12,000 tonner. Yep, there we go, 12,903 tons going down to the bottom. Now we just have the other ships that our torpedoes hit, and we'll see if they end up going down. Like I said, so far so good. We have not been actively pinged or anything. We're going to reduce speed a little bit just to conserve battery power. Well, we haven't been pinged or anything. No depth charges have been laid down. They have no idea where we are, which is rather nice, all things considered. But we'll see if anything else ends up going down. That would be quite a pleasant surprise. Well, we have pretty much broken contact completely with the convoy, and they've all sailed on. However, we have a merchant moving slow, moving away, bearing 025 right here along the convoy's track. Let's increase speed. 7 knots. Let's see what's going on here. This may be a straggler. Warship closing. Ooh, don't like that. Bring away. This has to be a straggler. This has to be one we hit. It's not moving very quickly at all. Should be able to overtake it with ease here. A little bit of time compression going. Okay, reduce speed to 4 knots. Up scope. don't have a whole lot of torpedoes left. I think we may not end up reaching it all the way to our destination. This is a merchant ship. Okay. Medium cargo ship, listing heavily in the bow. Well, we're not just going to let this one waddle away. Let's get her speed. Yeah, I think with our lack of torpedoes, it'll be best if we just begin returning home. I'm sure we'll encounter something on the journey back. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, closing in on 15 seconds. She is not moving very fast at all. Set. I'm guessing this this medium cargo here took a torpedo. 2 knots. Okay. Let's turn in. Yeah, she probably took a torpedo in the bow from one of our fats. And now is struggling to keep up with the convoy, and they just left her. Oh, you'll be fine. That U-boat's gone. Lock on target. Angle on bow. 60 degrees. Actually, yeah, that should be fine. Speed 2 knots. What do we have? Tube 2 will be fired. Set depth at 3 meters. Impact pistol. Fast speed. Open tube 2. Let's get her range through the sonar. $800 meters. Yep. Set. Oh boy. Tube 2. Los. Yep. Torpedoes away. And that's going to be an impact right there. We'll watch it in the external camera view. And see the bubble trail. G7A torpedo.
Torpedotreffer.
Impact. That'll put her under. Probably firing a star shell. Yep, there it is. She's gonna go down any second now. It will not take long. Oh, there we have it. Official confirmation. She is going down. We expended quite a few torpedoes during that attack, but oh, it is what it is. Quite a 3 ships sunk in 1 convoy. Not bad. I do not think we are going to make it to grid BB96, if I am being completely honest with you. We've sunk quite a few vessels, and we only have a handful of torpedoes left. 5 torpedoes left. I think it would be best if we started making our way back home, and we'll probably encounter more ships in grids AK and AL to launch our last torpedoes on before returning all the way back to Bergen, but time will tell. That is going to conclude today's episode, however. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it does really help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.